From the moment Ubisoft released the very first trailer for Star Wars Outlaws, they've been under heavy criticism for a variety of reasons. For the model that they used for the game and what they did to change her face, to the graphics, to the mechanics, and of course, the price point that Ubisoft decided to put on this game. Just like so many games we've seen in this era, not only can you pay $70 for the standard edition of the game, but if you want the full experience, you gotta fork over some extra money. If you want all these cool missions that got advertised that are actually locked behind the paywall, if you want this or you want that, you gotta pay up. And in fact, if you want the full game experience, you gotta pay $130. Now, one thing that they do to sweeten the deal is they say, hey, you give us all this money, you pre-order this thing for $130, don't worry, you get to play 3 days before everyone else. You get early access to the game. And at that point, even months ago, people were complaining about that. People were not happy about the way that this game had been marketed and the price point. Well, imagine that you're one of those people who said, hey, I'm just excited. I'm excited to play this game. I'm going to give it a chance. I'm going to fork over that money. I'm going to play it early. Well, guess what? They just fucked you in the ass. Game-breaking bug forces Star Wars Outlaws players to start over. People ponying up $110 just to be saddled with busy work. And that's right. If you're one of those lucky people that decided to pre-order one of these big, Ultimate Editions on PlayStation 5, well, there's some game-breaking bugs that were so bad. This thing never should have been released in its current state. You can just look online. There's multiple videos of terrible bugs and glitches in the game, which you're going to have those from time to time in nearly every game that gets released nowadays. But with this game specifically, it looks really, really bad. Well, now you are going to have to update and restart the game, regardless of how much progress you made. Early Star Wars Outlaws PS5 players paid $110 or $130 only to have Ubisoft issue a new patch and tell them to start a new save file or face game-breaking bugs. Quote, if you continue on a prior save, you will unfortunately face issues and progression blockers. What that means is we launch the game broken. We launch the game incomplete, where you can't even play the game and finish the game unless you install this patch and restart your game. Star Wars Outlaws now available for players who spent the extra cash for a fancy edition with early access, but the most eager of those players on PlayStation 5 are facing the threat of game-breaking progression issues following a patch that rolled out shortly after launch. The official release date's August 30th, but if you spend $110 or $130, you get 3 days of early access. PS5 players who started their game in the window between early access launch and the release of the patch are now facing the potential of game-breaking bugs. Quote, as one of the players affected who had access to an older version of the game, we're aware you might be encountering some issues after making this recent patch. Ubisoft isn't specific about the exact nature of these bugs, but says once the patch is installed, you should, quote, start a new save to fully enjoy Star Wars Outlaws as our team intended. If you continue on a prior save, you will unfortunately face issues and progression blockers. Imagine being one of those people. And, Legacy Killer HD puts it right here. Imagine spending over $110 for one of the premium editions of Star Wars Outlaws to play a few days early just to lose all your progress. Embarrassing. I'd want a refund. I certainly think you would. I certainly think that anybody would. If you fork out that money, you pony up that money to play early because you want that. That is a feature of paying this huge extra amount of money just to be able to play, to pre-order the game, pre-order the Ultimate Edition, so you get to play before anyone else. That's one of the perks. And it turns out the game wasn't finished. There's bugs and glitches everywhere to be found, and some of them are so bad they had to do a patch after it had already been released. You might be 5, 10, 15 hours into your playthrough of Star Wars Outlaws, and Ubisoft puts out a patch, sends you an email that says, hey, by the way, if you want to actually play this game, get fucked, you got to start over. This is just another embarrassing moment in a game that's already been filled with controversy all around. And all you have to do is look online and you can see a lot of people that are playing this are having massive problems. Not just the occasional, weird bug or glitch. There are a ton of problems with Star Wars Outlaws, which is a Ubisoft game. Some people expected that anyway. That's why a lot of people warned not to pre-order. But for the people who did, you just got fucked. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.